Good day, ma'am. Good day, classmates. So today we will present about a case study regarding to the failed acquisition. Background of the company. Chrysler, a U.S. automobile company considered as one of the big three automobile manufacturers in United States. Headquartered in Auburn Hills, Michigan was acquired by Daimler-Benz, a German company. Chrysler has diverse range of automobile products and services offered in the market, but it is only limited in the US before the acquisition made by Daimler-Benz. The German company Daimler-Benz acquired by Chrysler as they thought that they can contribute a massive influence to the automobile business to expand its market through the global industry of automobile. The art of acquisition has been significantly important. The process of acquiring a specific business needs to the acquirer to provide their own contribution that can be implemented once they succeed to acquire the business. With this deal, Daimler-Benz thought of acquiring Chrysler to let it be introduced in the global market, expand its distribution capacity in the world-only growth market of motor cars like South Asia and Latin America. The merging acquisition of two companies generated a success for years, but in 2007, it was suddenly reported that Chrysler was acquired by bigger company in the US and Daimler-Benz failed to produce the benefits they promised with Chrysler before their successful acquisition.
The acquisition that happened between Chrysler and Daimler-Benz suddenly failed in 2007, leading for Chrysler to be under with another bigger company in the US. Mutual benefits between the two didn't happen with this situation. There exists a problem between the purpose of the acquisition, the nature as well as focus of business management, objectives, and strategy to expand its market globally. The diverse difference between the two companies made its way to produce risk, negative implications of one business to another rather than create a mutually beneficial advantage for both the business.
Objectives. The purpose of this case analysis is to determine the factors that influence the failure in acquisition of Daimler-Benz to Chrysler and determine the following. First, we have factors to consider during the merging acquisition of Chrysler, advantages of acquiring Chrysler as part of Daimler-Benz, disadvantages of acquiring Chrysler as part of Daimler-Benz, and lastly, alternative solutions to minimize and prevent the failure of acquisition to Chrysler.
Area of consideration. First is nature and focus of Chrysler as an automobile company. Daimler-Benz is a business which primarily focuses on motor cars, and acquiring Chrysler can produce a significant impact to their nature of business and vice versa. Merging two businesses with different specialization can generate opportunities, but as well as risks to the management. Second, introducing Chrysler to a car global market in South Asia and Latin America. This objective proposed by Daimler-Benz isn't wise to integrate as Chrysler is an automobile company. This tactic can work for a while, as introducing a new company to the global market can lead for them to be known and caught the interest as well as the attention of consumers. But on the other hand, can also impact them to lose foundation in the global market as their specialization isn't forte of the existing in both areas of South Asia and Latin America.
Alternative course of action. Advantages and disadvantages. The following alternative course of action can be implemented and integrated by Daimler-Benz to avoid the failure of acquisition on Chrysler. Introducing Chrysler to the locations in the global industry which specializes in automobile industry. This alternative action can prevent the downfall of Chrysler to be known, create a fundamental foundation in the automobile industry, and garner new target markets in other areas which has interest in automobile industry like in the US. Advantages: expansion of Chrysler business in other areas in the global market, competition with other automobile companies that can lead to opportunities, market research on the lacking sides of Chrysler, new marketing strategies, and areas of improvement to consider their growth as a business. Chrysler can grow as a company and stabilize its business operation in areas which is especially focused and well known to look for automobile companies. Disadvantages: more competitions in the market, may acquire unsteady growth during the starting years due to new environment but can gradually grow as it adapts in the new global industry. Merge the idea of having motor cars and automobiles as a product of Daimler-Benz and Chrysler to increase their market product to offer and opportunities.
Advantages can help both Daimler-Benz and Chrysler to adjust their business product offer, management objectives, and mutually help one another to market their offered product. Can lead for more target market to conquer as the two businesses offered a wide range of products that can market needs. Disadvantages: a need to do further market research to analyze the target market, customer preference and position in the market against the existing competitors. Revising their target market. This alternative course of action can minimize the risk of making the Chrysler company suffer loss and having a hard time adapting in the global environment of the company of market industry. Revising their target market. This alternative course of action can minimize the risk of making the Chrysler company suffer loss and have a hard time adapting in new global environment or market industry. Focusing on areas which has a high percentage or preference to take interest in automobile products and locations which is rich in automobile industry must be taken into consideration. Advantages: higher rate and profitability accessing a larger market.
Recommendations: setting objectives which can probably attain during the merging of two business must be set straight, avoiding to take into consideration the selfish purpose of only one company isn't healthy and will further lead to failure. A certain company must acquire a business which has a parallel business nature with them or can contribute significantly in their focus of business. Target markets of the business must be parallel with their market product to avoid failure to access a stable position in the market.
Conclusion. The failed acquisition that happened between Chrysler and Daimler-Benz is tied to different factors which they failed to consider or evaluate during their merging. In acquiring a specific business, the acquirer must first analyze and take into consideration if they can provide the needs of the business or their business nature is also related to the focus of the another. Daimler-Benz failed to consider the nature of business of Chrysler, its business focus on automobile industry, its target market and industry. Daimler-Benz first make a mistake to introduce Chrysler in the global market of motor cars in the areas of South Asia and Latin America as they specialize in motor cars, which isn't the business focus of Chrysler.